happy Halloween, go Dodgers. But actually wanted to hop on here and talk about something a little more serious than Otani's batting style. That's, the sort of like Trump Xi meeting that just came out. So we haven't had an official fact sheet come out yet. We're sort of piecing this together between some stuff that's in the Chinese media as well as what Trump has said on Air Force One. And here's sort of where it stands, right? So China has agreed to buy more soybeans, which is a huge win for America and a massive relief for our soy farmers, right? So they're going to buy some soybeans again, right? Because remember, they paused that in response to this trade war sort of that Trump started. So you do that, right? They're going to help the U.S. sort of like curb fentanyl chemicals that China sort of exports, right? Or chemicals that are used in the processing of fentanyl, right? They're going to pause for 1 year, right? Their new export controls around rare earths. Now, this is critical. The export controls from earlier on in the year are still on. It's just this latest round that have been paused for a year, meaning there's still all kinds of like licenses and paperwork that American companies or any company sort of all over the world need to sort of like fill out to be able to access these rare earths. So that still has to happen. It's just this like latest round of controls that has been paused for a year, as well as some stuff around extra fees for ships going to the US, right? So that's sort of what the US got. What did China get, right? So China got lower tariffs. Well, this is sort of both. China/US got lower tariffs from goods from China going into the US, right? So they slashed the actual fentanyl tariff in half from 20% to 10%. That's fantastic news. A lot of effective tariff rates are now hovering sort of in the upper 40s to low 50s, right? So they're getting that, right? They're also getting sort of like a commitment to have conversations with NVIDIA over some of their sort of more advanced, like the Blackwell AI chips, which is something that China desperately wants. Sort of, there's been no communication about like Chinese investments in the U.S., but it seems like they are talking now about brokering a sale vis-a-vis TikTok. And lastly, it looks like a lot of these Chinese vessels are not going to be subject to additional port fees in the U.S., and the U.S. is pausing their 301 investigation. So, who won? That's a great question, and more on that part two.